So here's part two of today's trigger story with romantic relationships, my experience. So my husband got home and it was a little awkward. You can tell we both felt a little hurt. We were kind of avoiding eye contact, but then started kind of talking about things we need to talk about and our son and stuff. I could feel we were trying to break the ice. And he then came to me and asked me for a hug this time now. And I gave him a hug. And he went on to explain how stressed he is with my illness and my condition and the surgery coming up and everything we need to do to prepare for it. And my son, who is a handful and a half, and he's holding down everything in the house, and my son and the provider, and just all the stress, feeling that, the world is on your shoulders as a man, as a provider, as a father, as a husband. And of course, I understand that. I already knew that. I was never vilifying him. I just know he's stressed. But he asked if I forgive him, and I said, of course. And we looked at each other. Every time after an argument, which is very rare, my husband and I rarely ever fight or argue, but when we do, we hold hands, we look into each other's eyes deeply, and we say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And that's basically saying, I love you no matter what. I'm sorry that I'm an imperfect human. I hope that you can forgive me for my unconsciousness. Thank you for being a part of my life and helping me heal. And we say that 3 times to each other, in our eyes, looking in our eyes deeply, and then we hug one another. And that was that. And it was beautiful to recognize that we are learning and we are growing and we make mistakes, but we have grace for one another and compassion for one another. And we don't need to project. We could heal our own issues, not just project and not just blame. And so now we feel even closer than we did before. And so that is the healing, and that is the medicine in this kind of work and this kind of emotional intelligence and this kind of emotional maturity and just this spiritual way of living. So I hope it helps.